It happened fast. 3 masked men ran into the bank and spread out. One man jumped up and over the counter and put a gun in the teller's face. She screamed. I only heard the scream and saw the blur of another figure. Instinctually, I hit all the silent alarms and hid my keys in the bottom drawer of my desk. The moment I shut the drawer, a masked man crashed into my office and held his gun 3 inches from my face. I could see the rounded tips of the bullet in the revolver chamber. I looked down the barrel of his gun. All this seemed to happen in less than 3 seconds. They say that when you're in danger, your life flashes before your eyes. That's not exactly true. The image that flashed in my mind? My mother in her suit. When I was growing up, my mom was always wearing a suit. She worked full-time at the bank in town. At the same time, she was a single mother raising my sister and me. I remember she saw us off to school each morning, dressed in a sharp suit with a shiny name tag. She always was a professional. When I was in my 20s, my mom got me the job at the same bank. It wasn't nepotism. She just put in a good word. And at the bank, her word mattered. She didn't lie or exaggerate or pull any favors. I really was good at my job. I liked my coworkers, I liked my work, and I was making more money than I had ever made before. It was the perfect job with the perfect people in the perfect place. Sure, during training we were taught about robberies. The trainers and other bankers said most criminals just passed a note. If this happens, the trainer said, stay calm, give them the money, don't be a hero. It was a bit scary to hear, before I had even started work, that I might be robbed. Don't worry about it, said my mom, and all my coworkers too. I've been working here 12 years and nothing like that's ever happened. I stopped worrying. Robberies were rare. Plus, I was working as a banker. I sat at the desk in the corner, far away from the tellers and the money. After my first week, robberies were the last thing on my mind. Working at the bank felt like home. I got to work with my mother every day, and my other coworkers quickly started to feel just like my family. So, with the masked man's gun in my face, with the alarms blaring, with the teller trying to calm her own screams, I didn't make a sound. The robber ordered me to the ground. I didn't think twice. I got on the ground. I heard the robber's stern commands to my coworkers. I heard the low rumble of the vault opening, and the clinks and clangs of hurried rummaging. I heard their muffled shouts through their masks. I heard a gunshot ring out, heard a single scream, and then an eerie silence filled the bank. And just as quickly as they arrived, they were gone. The robbery lasted a total of 6 minutes. The police and FBI flooded the branch. They told us to touch nothing, so we all huddled together in the lobby. My hands couldn't stop shaking. I couldn't stop replaying the events. The gray to black darkness of the gun's barrel in my face, the gleaming reflection of the bullet in the revolver's chamber, the anger in the robber's voice. I recounted the events to the FBI, then to our regional manager, then to someone from the national office. The entire time, my mother stayed right by my side. In the months that passed, I suffered from PTSD. I told my mom if I hadn't needed the money, I would never have stepped back in the bank. Several times as I sat at my desk, the muzzle of the robber's gun flashed in my mind and I jumped. When customers walked in, my head shot up, and I assessed them like they might be robbers. The bank paid for counseling, a psychiatrist, everything to help me recover. Through it all, my mom was there. My coworkers were there. They really proved they were family. Not too long ago, I received a call from the Department of Justice. They caught the robbers. The DOJ agent told me the man who threatened my life was serving time behind bars. He'll be locked away for at least 8 years for what he did, the agent said. But I didn't feel any better. It turns out he was just a kid, only 23. He was only a couple years younger than me when he almost shot me in the face. My mother has encouraged me to write to him in prison, to let him know how his actions affected me. Maybe someday I will. I've learned to forgive him. I'm not holding on to any resentment, but I'm still working on overcoming the lingering fear of that memory. And besides, I have a mother to spend time with, a job to do, And, oh yeah, and I'm back at school earning a bachelor's degree. I'm growing stronger with the support of the people in my life. Maybe one day, I'll be a source of support for others. Maybe even the person that hurt me.